And Lakeisha Veritas, everyone. Welcome to Gratitude Sprouts, learning how to wash them, dry them, and store them. These are broccoli sprouts and fenugreek sprouts that we're going to rinse off. See how beautiful they are? They turned out very nicely. So we're going to rinse them in a lettuce spinner, rinse the hulls off using clean hands and clean water. And then we're going to dry them and store them. We're going to gently separate the sprouts out of the jar, and we're going to do ho'oponopono, give them some gratitude as we're separating them and soaking them in the cool water, letting them know what's going on. See, as the hulls float to the top, we're going to rinse those hulls off, let them go down the sink, and we're going to continue the ho'oponopono. We're going to gently spin the sprouts around to get the water off and get some of the hulls out. Continuing our ho'oponopono to let the sprouts know what's going on with them. After we've spun the sprouts, you can rinse them, continue to rinse them, and agitate the basket up and down to loosen the additional hulls. Continuing our ho'oponopono. We're going to drain our floating hulls as the water continues to rinse through the sprouts. We're going to drain them. If you don't have a salad spinner, you can use a bowl. A deep bowl works just as well. Just put water in there and let the hulls come to the top. By the third rinse, you should have most of the hulls removed. So we're going to spin one last time to remove any excess water. After we spun the sprouts to get them as dry as we can, we're going to dry them. We're going to put them on a tray, an elevated tray, or a plate. If you don't have a tray, you can use a regular plate and just put unbleached cheesecloth or unbleached paper towel and let them dry for 1 to 2 hours. We're then going to store them in glass jars. I like to use glass jars. If you don't use a glass jar, you can use a BPA. I recommend a BPA-free plastic container. I place lemon in each of the containers in order to decrease any bacterial growth because lemons have acid in them, and bacteria don't really love acid. The next thing we're going to do is add just a pinch of the Hawaiian black lava salt to further decrease bacterial growth and also to give them the great energies of the Hawaiian volcanoes. You're going to put a mesh top or cheesecloth on top. I don't like to close mine off. I like for my sprouts to continue to dry and to breathe. And so they'll breathe very nicely with the mesh cloth, the mesh top or cheesecloth. You may notice on the broccoli sprouts there's some little fine hairs that people think are mold, but they're not mold. They're just called cilia. They're just little fine hairs where the sprouts are reaching out for the light and for the water. Now, if you look at these, you see they're beautiful and healthy and ready to be eaten. We're going to eat these sprouts. I'm going to recommend that you eat them within 3 to 5 days. Store them in the fridge and enjoy them. Continue the ho'oponopono. Give them oneness and truth. In Lakeisha Veritas, thanks for watching.